Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles. I want to welcome you guys to another episode of the Conversation. And today I got a pretty interesting topic for you guys. And the question is Max Kellerman better at predicting basketball than Stephen A. Smith? So that's a topic I want to get into in today's video. But before we get into that, I want you guys to go ahead and hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers as soon as possible. So please make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content. So let's get straight into the content, man. And first of all, there are a few things I want to say. Let me just get this off my chest real quick. Now, we all know that the NBA season is fastly approaching, and the regular season schedule has come out. And on July 30th, for example, we're going to have the Lakers versus the Clippers. That's going to be their fourth meeting this season. And the playoff format is going to be quite interesting, to be honest with you. I've been looking at the NBA standings. And currently, the way the NBA has set up everything is that in the Eastern Conference, the Washington Wizards are pretty much the only team that's going to compete with the Orlando Magic for the final 8th seed. But in the Western Conference, you're looking at, the Memphis Grizzlies, then you have the Portland Trail Blazers, and I think you have the New Orleans Pelicans. And the Portland Trail Blazers are a wild card in the Western Conference. And if they do make it into the playoffs, whoever they play against in the playoffs is going to, I wouldn't want to draw Portland in the first round because anything can happen with Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum and these guys. And we all know how explosive Damian Lillard is. And he's already said if they meet the Lakers in the first round, he has, enough confidence in himself to be able to win that series. So that's what's going to be happening with the playoffs. Now, another thing I want to address, because I've been getting some comments, we've been getting a lot of questions about this in the comment section. We are definitely going to do, a playoff prediction video when the playoffs start, but we're going to do it in our podcast format. So that format, is me talking. I can talk for a lot longer. So we're going to do that. But what I need to understand first, what are the seeds going to be in the conference? For now, I can't do a playoff prediction video because I don't even know what the seeding is going to be. We still have 8 games to go in the season. So when the time comes to that, I'm definitely going to get into that. But let's get back into the topic. So all of you guys know who Max Kellerman is. He's an American TV sports personality, but he's also known for his basketball commentary on ESPN. But he's also a co-host for ESPN First Take with Stephen A. Smith. And Stephen A. Smith, he's a sports radio host. He's probably on the biggest sports show probably in the United States with ESPN First Take. And he's certainly the highest paid sports analyst, at least on ESPN. And he reportedly earns about $8 million per year, according to his 5-year contract that he signed with ESPN. So he's definitely the highest paid sports analyst, probably in America. I don't know, maybe there's someone else. But I know Skip Bayless earns around $5 million a year working for FS1 for Fox Sports. So that's how much he earns. So Stephen A. Smith, and he works hard. He's always there at NBA games. He's always there giving live coverage, not just on NBA games, but other issues as well. You see him a lot on off days. They call him in to give his take on certain things. So they're not just paying him that money for nothing. So he definitely has to go out there and earn it. However, seeing that we're going to be approaching the NBA playoffs pretty soon, and there's going to be a lot of predictions taking place, and including Dreamerspro, we're going to put out our own predictions. And you could be wrong along the way, but I've noticed that in the past, Max Kellerman has actually made better predictions than Stephen A. Smith when it comes to playoffs. So before I get any further into it, I want you guys just to listen to a compilation of different arguments that Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith have made over the years, talking about basketball predictions, especially with the playoffs. So just go ahead and take a listen to that now.
For the Dubs, give me your early read here. Raptors versus Warriors. What are we looking for?
I'll be happy if the series goes 6 games. I was wrong about this series initially because I picked Milwaukee, and obviously I fell on a sword of ignorance like most people because we thought their size and what have you would be too much for Toronto to overcome. But I'm certainly going to go down with the ship that is the Golden State Warriors. I don't give a damn what's going on here tonight. It's a beautiful, beautiful scene. It's a beautiful thing for the country of Canada. We get it. The crowd, the fans were fantastic. There were 16,000 people cheering outside in Jurassic Park. They expanded it. It usually only hold 3,000 to 5,000. Everybody was out here. Everybody in this building was rocking. I'm glad they enjoyed the moment. It was touching. It really, really was. It felt like they won a championship tonight, and I don't blame them. because that's the only time they're going to feel that way. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson's coming into the house. Draymond Green, the way he's playing, is coming into the house. You're not going to see the Golden State Warriors be devoid of having personnel that can hit perimeter shots. What Milwaukee struggled with is Golden State's specialty. And with that in mind, I have to give Golden State the edge. Kawhi Leonard pulls this off and beats the Golden State Warriors with or without KD. He beats the Golden State Warriors. Let me tell you something right now. Whatever we're praising about Kawhi Leonard today is going to elevate exponentially if he pulls this off. Because anybody that knows basketball, I don't know how you can see them pulling off a victory over the Golden State Warriors. I'm sorry. I just don't see it. Not the way Klay's been playing.
When it comes to shooters, snipers, defenses don't matter. Their attitude is, as long as you don't block my shot and I get it off, it's a wrap. And what I'm saying to you is that as great as we've seen Toronto play defense, when you're going against shooters, trust you me, whether they make or miss it, it ain't going to be because of the defense unless they block shots. You're either making or you're missing. But it ain't going to be because of another human being. It's going to be because your shot's off. That's the Golden State Warriors. And if Steph Curry, unless you're blocking shots, you got to remember, Van Vliet, Kyle Lowry, and these boys. I mean, if they're defending him, it ain't like it's 6'8" Kawhi. So I'm just telling you, it's one of them situations, man. This brother, if Steph Curry gets it on, and by the way, Max, he's never won Finals MVP, as you so eloquently reminded all of us. He's never done it.
Don't step on the line I have prepared for you now that I've heard what you just said.
Go ahead.
You say there's a difference between
shooters
someone who
and
can
those who can shoot.
Right, shooters and someone who can shoot. There's also the difference between a Finals MVP and Steph Curry, who is playing in his 5th consecutive Finals and has never won nor deserved a Finals MVP.
That's true.
Let's take it. And by the way, someone who can shoot and shooter, okay. A shooter and someone who can shoot. You think a shooter in Game 7, when if they win this game, they're going to be called by many, if not most, the greatest team in the history of American team sports. They won more games than Michael Jordan's Bulls, 73 games in a season. At home, 4th quarter, 4 minutes and 22 seconds left. They didn't score a single point.
His spirit was compromised, man. He was his spirit.
When you say spirit, you rubbed your heart.
He wasn't 100%,
when you say spirit, you rubbed your heart.
It's my spirit. The spirit comes. I mean, part
when
of this comes from the heart.
When LeBron blocked his shot and screamed on him like he was his dad,
that's a good point,
man. His spirit
it's around my heart. It's around my heart.
Okay.
You know, I got it.
Okay.
But are you saying? Are you about to engage in blasphemy? Are you saying that Steph Curry was scared? Is that what you're saying?
Bring it back to Wu-Tang Clan. Bring the ruckus. Scream on you like your dad. Bring it on.
Are you saying that Steph Curry was scared?
Let me explain something to you, Stephen A. I want to take you through the finals one at a time. Because they won their first finals before KD got there.
Yep.
But Kyrie and Kevin Love were hurt.
That's true.
Meaning
That's true.
The second best player on the Cavs was Dellavedova, and it still went 6 games.
Okay.
They'd have lost if the Cavs
They didn't know how to win at that time. They were learning.
Then the next season, they lost. No Finals MVP. Clearly, Steph continually got worse under pressure. Then they got KD, and they won twice. KD got the MVP both times. So you're going to compare that to Kawhi Leonard, who just, by the way, he's already won Finals MVP because his team beat LeBron. And why did they beat LeBron? He
averaged like 14 for crying out loud. He just played exceptional defense and scored over 20 the last 3 games.
You know what I love? Everyone pays lip service to defense wins championships and how important it is, and no one except for me apparently believes it. It's equally as important as offense. It's half the game, and Kawhi is elite on both sides. He will be the best player of the season. Now, Steph may win his first series MVP, his first Finals MVP, because he'll be the best player, maybe. I mean, Draymond was better than him when they won 73 games in the Finals, but he might be the best player.
He was better than him in the Game 7, yes.
The best player on the team that wins. And they always give it to that guy. Like, even when Kawhi won it, LeBron was the MVP when they gave it to Iguodala. Like, you know, but they're going to give it to Steph if the Golden State wins and they can make a case for Steph. That's not going to make him the best on the floor. Kawhi Leonard will clearly and by far be the best player on the floor in this series.
What I'm saying to you is this. If Steph Curry goes ballistic in the finals, the way that he went ballistic against Portland, for example, or in Game 5 in the fourth quarter, Game 5, and the second half of Game 6. If that Steph Curry shows up in the NBA Finals, then obviously he will have been the best player in the NBA Finals. That doesn't make him better than Kawhi Leonard. It doesn't make him a better all-around player than Kawhi. I'm just talking about specifically for the purposes of this series. If he played like that and Kawhi doesn't, then Steph Curry would be the best player in the finals.
Let's not say one guy's off, one guy's on. Let's say they're both on. Steph plays like he just did against Portland. Kawhi plays like he just did against Milwaukee. Who's better?
Well, let me say this. Which game? Do I get the series or are you giving me a game?
Series.
Because I got news for you. I think that Kawhi was much better in Game 6 than he was in Game 5 than he was in Game 6.
Series,
Kawhi Leonard, obviously you get both ends of the floor. He's the more complete player.
But that's what I'm saying.
But let me say this to you. I believe that Kawhi Leonard could play every bit as good in the finals. And if Steph Curry explodes, it don't matter. It don't matter. Steph Curry will have a greater impact towards victory. Steph Curry get rolling. It's a wrap. I go this far. Kawhi Leonard could play the same way he's played. If Steph Curry plays the way we saw him play against Portland, Toronto might get swept.
Kawhi, do you remember what he did against Philadelphia? Anyone remember the last shot, let alone the series? Remember what he then did to the Greek freak who I thought was going to prove himself the best player in the game? A physical mismatch. And then what he just did to the Golden State Warriors. The most points scored in a single postseason ever, MJ 1, LeBron 2, Kawhi 3. Wendy just brought it up. MVPs with finals MVPs, 2 separate franchises. Kareem, LeBron, now Kawhi. You know who the 3 greatest players of the modern era are? MJ, Kareem, and LeBron. And Kawhi finds himself on lists with those kind of names. Larry Bird is right there with those kind of names. Everyone always likes to talk about defense. They pay lip service to it. So when I was a kid, they told me Julio Cesar Chavez and Mike Tyson were the best pound for pound in the world. I saw this guy, Pernell Whitaker. I said, well, no one can hit him. Everyone, Felix Trinidad, shame about Floyd Mayweather. No one can hit him. Kawhi plays defense like he's Pernell Whitaker or Floyd Mayweather, but now his offense is almost as good as anyone's in the game. Let me tell you something else, finally. If Kawhi Leonard goes to the Clippers, you heard it here first. The Clippers are winning the NBA title next season.
Oh. Wait. What if AD goes to the Lakers?
If Kawhi goes to the Clippers are your NBA champions.
Stop right there.
Year.
I have a question. Are you saying if Kawhi Leonard goes by himself or with somebody?
If they keep the team more or less as it is, the pieces, and Kawhi joins by himself as the only superstar, he will do with the Clippers what he just did with the Raptors.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
So as you see from these different sound bites, you can see that Max Kellerman generally tends to be right a lot of the time. However, though, the one prediction he did make was that whatever team Kawhi Leonard goes to in the playoffs, goes to after the offseason. In this case, he said the Clippers. If he goes to the Clippers, he's guaranteeing that team is going to win the NBA playoff. The only caveat in that is he did not know that Kawhi Leonard was going to be playing with Paul George. And they asked him, they're like, are you saying the Clippers are going to win the NBA championship if Kawhi goes by himself? And he doubled down on his statement, which was, whatever team Kawhi Leonard goes and plays for is going to win the NBA championship. So, again, we're going to be able to see if we can test Max Kellerman's theory. This season, the Clippers are going to be in the playoffs, and they're going to be contending for the, at least they're going to the NBA championship, and they're going to be playing some of the top seeds in the Western Conference. So, again, we get to see if Max Kellerman is going to be right. For me, I think this is going to be a good litmus test for the two of them to see who's better at making basketball predictions. In my opinion, I think Max Kellerman has done a better job over the past, but he's also messed up a few times because he's also had to modify his statements when he's talking about the best player in the world, and Stephen A. Smith tends to get on him for that. But for this particular case, since we're talking about basketball predictions and the playoffs are coming right around the corner, I think it's going to be a good test to see if, in fact, Max Kellerman is better at predicting basketball outcomes. So, what I want to know from you guys is, do you think that Max Kellerman is better at predicting basketball than Stephen A. Smith, or do you think Stephen A. Smith is better? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comments section below. Again, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you go hit the like button, and hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we drop our content so you don't miss it when it comes out. Once again, this is Charles here from Dreamerspro, wishing you guys an amazing day. Peace.